Proclamation Day. Western Australia has a history. There is a story to be told. With different names and years, this story will unfold. It starts with our foundation, then comes to proclamation. Years 1829 to 1890 shows the shaping of our nation. Who proclaimed our western coast in King George of England's name? Well, the Challenger was his sailing boat, and Captain Fremantle was his name. The year was 1829, when the founding of Perth did occur, and explorers with their bravery had many hardships to incur. The Aborigines for centuries had owned and tended all the land, and the clashes with newcomers is now so hard to understand. The Gilmore, Callista, Parmelia brought immigrants across the sea. With seeds and tools and stock and tents, these settlers wondered what would be. The English Captain Stirling, first governor he was made, and on WA's first government house the foundation stone was laid. To face the hardships of new country, brave explorers were now geared, so further inland trekking meant more settlements appeared. Bridges, roads and drainage, then came our mineral finds, papers, shops and churches, telegraph and railway lines. Producing sheep and growing grain, timber cutting on the go, all of these did contribute as the state began to grow. And all this time an English governor controlled the whole of WA. The people became dissatisfied, they wanted to have their say. Australian states on the other side had established their own state law. They'd shed the English government ruled some 30 years before. Self-government for WA had been the people's mission, to stop the rules from England and vote for their own politician. At last, October 21, 1890 was the year. Proclamation Day was then announced. There were speeches full of cheer. The members of a parliament would make up the cabinet for us all, and a premier with his ministers would be at the people's call. Our written constitution helped to distribute the power, so festivities were put in place with banners, flags and flowers. The slogans hung from everywhere, God bless our western land. With 2 houses in a parliament, our constitution was in hand. Progress and prosperity, with members voted on by all, our legislative council and assembly stood strong and proud and tall. So praise to WA's great pioneers, who saw the goals for one great nation and worked so hard so each of us could celebrate our proclamation.
I'm a proud West Australian man, I'm a sangro who digs in the sand. I got a flagpole and I dig it right down. Proclamation, congratulations, it's a Proco Day, hip hip hooray, a Proco Day, hip hip hooray. 3 cheers for WA, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. Proclamation, congratulations, it's a Proco Day, hip hip hooray, a Proco Day, hip hip hooray, a Proco Day, hip hip hooray, Proco Day, hip hip hooray, Proco Day.